Hi, Digant. Oh, okay. I will wait till Digant joins. He's on the way. Yeah. So Diganta. Hello. Diganta, you're
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me? Hello?
very loud, no?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Can hear just very loud. Can you speak again?
Hello?
Yeah. You can hear you. Somebody said you are quite loud.
Am I too loud?
Loud is good. This is no?
Okay. Is this okay?
I think it's okay.
Yeah, okay. So, hello. So I think the best way to do this is um, to ask the people who are having issues to share their screen as opposed to me sharing screen.
Okay, I can do that. Huh?
Yeah. So I want to ask everybody present here. So is everybody here in class?
So they are fine. So they have been able. Yeah, they figured it out. So
Okay.
has issues.
So is everybody who has issue there in the class physically right now?
Yeah, can you repeat? If everybody has issues,
They are in the class physically right now, right?
what did you say?
Are they in the class physically?
Yes, yes. No, that I don't know. Okay.
Okay, but at least they are in the meeting.
No. The 3 people in the class, there are 5 people, 3 people in the class have issues. There are 2 people, 1 person on the Nabeen is on Zoom.
Yeah, I'm on Zoom. I have issues.
Okay, so firstly, let's make sure that everybody who has issues is at least on Zoom. Like even if you're in the class, if possible, please join the meeting so that you can share screen and I can see from my end.
Yeah. Okay. Whoever is, yes, there are, besides, 3 people at least. Nabeen also said he has an issue, or say he does not. Naveen, can you repeat?
I have issues.
You have
Okay,
issues.
sure. Ashutosh, you have issues. Nabin, you have issues. Who else is there in the class physically right now? Hello. Hello.
Yeah, Diganta, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm asking who else is there physically
Yeah,
right now?
everyone will very soon. Everyone that has an issue will be joining the Zoom link. Okay.
Sure. Okay.
In a
Yeah.
moment's time, and I can then you can yeah. So why don't you guys get on Zoom link, and maybe it's the same problem. I mean, one.
Yeah. So I'll take people through the 3 steps that I talked about, and so in the first phase we'll get everybody through step 1, then everybody through step 2, and then everybody through step 3. So that is how I plan to do it. So hopefully, in any given step, there will at least be some people who are facing the same issue.
Ashutosh joined.
Ashutosh was already here. Yeah. So Shauryam has joined Zoom right now.
Yeah, we're waiting for.
So there should be total 5 people in the Zoom, right?
Correct. There
Yeah.
are 5 people in the room, 1 only on Zoom, 3 people on Zoom and here. Hardik is neither on Zoom nor here.
So is Hardik not there?
Hardik is not there.
Okay, I called him last night and asked him to come, but anyway.
Yes, anyway, we're meeting him later, hopefully.
Yeah.
Who? Okay. So Drupjyoti is in the process of joining. So maybe I can ask Ashutosh to.
Yeah. So before that, I want to know: has everybody at least been able to do step 1, which is just cloning the repository? Is that okay with everybody?
Yes.
The answer is yes.
Okay. So now, is anybody stuck in step number 2? That is configuring the build, doing CMake double dot. Is anybody stuck there?
Yeah, I think that happens.
I couldn't hear you. There was some disturbance. So is there somebody stuck there? Is anybody stuck in step 2?
Drupjyoti says he's stuck.
Yeah, sure. So okay, Drupjyoti, can you just share your screen?
Huh? Yeah, I can give Drupjyoti access. I can make you co-host.
Yeah.
Share your screen.
So what I'm planning to do is Drupjyoti will share his screen, and then I'll try and troubleshoot his issue. Meanwhile, you guys also look at that, and if this is helping you see if following the steps that he's doing, whether you can get through step number 2. Okay. So as I'm trying to help Drupjyoti, you guys also sort of follow along. By you guys, I mean anyone else who's stuck in step number 2. Sorry. So Drupjyoti, whenever you can, just share your screen, and also, if possible, unmute yourself so that I can hear you.
Yeah, he's sharing.
Can you hear me?
What I should do is maybe one person. I mean, I'll mute them. Okay. I think I'll mute because there is a feedback.
Yeah, I think that was yeah.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, you're audible. There is some echo. So I think Drupjyoti, I think what might help is that if you have some headphones, that might help.
Yeah. So what's the next step?
Yeah. So Dhrubajyoti, are you able to share screen? Okay, now I can see the screen. Yeah, sure. I wasn't able to right now. Okay. So yeah, I guess I can just read chat. Yeah. So right now, okay. So can you do CMake double dot? And just show me what's happening. Okay. So this is what's happening. All right. Can you do ls double dot and show me what's there in the tools folder inside Marabou? So if you once you do CMake double dot, there should be a tools socket. Yeah. Okay. So nothing other than PyBind 11 is here. Okay. Can you just run CMake double dot again? Okay, fine. So it seems like okay. So I just want to ask you a few things. So do you have an installation of protobuf?
Diganta, can you hear Dhruv?
No, I can't hear him, but I can see his chat is how I'm doing it.
Okay.
Okay, so you're not sure if you have a right. Okay. What in OS are you using? You're using Arch. Okay. So can you do so just look at Packard or whatever Pacman dash QI protobuf. So everybody, it seems right now that your installation is gone through. Okay, sure. So it seems that right now you have an installation of protobuf. So basically, since it's saying that build files have been written, it means that this step has actually gone through for you. There is probably no issues with step number 2 for you. Just also make sure that you have an installation of OpenBLAS. Do you have OpenBLAS? Okay. So okay, check these packages. Sure. But like for now, just check if you have these few things installed. If you have OpenBLAS, ONNX, and protobuf, these 3 things will have to be installed. Yeah, just you'll have to check if there is some the package for those things. I'll write in chat. Okay. So make sure that these 3 things are installed. So, and by the way, when I'm saying this, everybody else also make sure that these are installed. There should either be folders in this tools folder inside Marabou with these 3 things in there, or they should be separately installed in what as packages in whatever operating system you're using. But right now, it seems that at least according to CMake, Dhrubajyoti, you have these things installed on your system and it's working fine. So I'll work under the assumption that you have these things installed. Right, OpenPlus was also, yeah, that is how it should be, like should happen. See, so by the way, if OpenPlus and Plus are in conflict, remove OpenPlus. I think that should be okay. I mean, okay, that's also kind of up to you, because if it breaks something else in the system, then I'll not be responsible. But yeah, you're using Arch, so I'm guessing you know what you're doing. Yeah. So anyway, so remove. Yeah, sure. That will be fine. Similarly, check if Protobuf and ONNX are installed. ONNX is also available in AIUR, I think. Okay, so you can install it from there, Drupal. Everyone else, you can also check whether you have these things installed. This should get automatically downloaded and installed when you run this command. If not, you can manually do that also. Okay. So, right. While you're doing this, ONNX is in the AUR. ONNX is in the AUR. So you'll have to, yeah, you'll have to get it from the AUR. Anyway, so while you're doing this, Dhrubajyoti, could you, like, maybe I want to see who else is having an issue with this particular step. And by an issue, I mean error. If it says something like build files have been successfully written, then I'm not that interested in that situation. So anybody who's having an error in this step. Okay, sure. Yeah. Download this. This might take some time. Anybody who is having an error, who has a error right now, can you show me?
So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, still, you are still having issues.
Yeah. Is there anyone who's having issues in step number 2? Like if you're downloading something, that is one thing, right? So then you're in the process of doing step number 2.
So
But Ashutosh is having an issue.
I don't know.
Okay, so I'll ask everyone individually.
Shauryam, huh?
So Dhrubajyoti, I know the situation. Ashutosh, what is your situation right now? Dhrubajyoti is installing Shauryam is installing OpenPlus. Okay. Ashutosh, what is the situation? Harsh is with you. Okay, sure. But
Maybe then you should work with Shauryam.
yeah, sure. Shauryam is installing OpenBlast. So once the installation
Okay.
completes, then yeah. So yeah. Anyway, like that's good. So if Harsh is with you and helping, that is great. So then, Hardik, what is your situation?
Hardik is not here.
He's in Zoom.
Oh, he's on Zoom, is it?
Yeah. He's on Zoom. So I think he joined a little late.
Okay. Hardik, you unmute yourself and then let us know.
No. As in, are you in front of Harsh right now, or if you're somewhere else, then let's just figure it out, right? I don't want. So like my target is that hopefully after this class, everybody should have Marabu working. So in that sense,
only on Zoom.
Right. Sure. So yeah, Hardik is only on Zoom. I'm reading his messages right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Hardik, okay. So then, which step are you stuck on? Have you tried step 1, 2, 3? And if so, which are you stuck on? Hello.
Oh, okay. So apparently Nabeen is. Oh, okay. Because you know what the issue is.
Okay, so Hardik is saying that he has not. Okay, so Hardik, please immediately try step 1 and 2. Like download the thing from GitHub, and then I've sent a message saying giving you exactly what the steps you need to do. The steps are also there on GitHub. Just try it immediately. Go into GitHub. You can download it as a zip. See, Harsh is already helping someone, so I'm here. Just do it. No, it's fine. Just do it now. Yeah, sure. So I'm assuming then Hardik is downloading. So Hardik is in step 1 essentially. Nabeen, yeah. So, sir, you were saying something about Nabeen?
Yeah, Rohan is saying that
Hello.
he is coordinating with Nabeen. And
Okay, yeah.
trust that he can work with Nabeen to solve his issue.
Okay, sure. Okay, so but still, so okay, so that
Let's make
leaves.
sure. Okay, so but why? How?
Yeah, I'll make sure. So I'm just getting. So Dhrubajyot is probably can move on to step 3. Hardik is downloading right now. Shodem is also downloading OpenBlaz right now. And Rohan and Nabeen are working together. So Nabeen, what is the issue that you're facing? Can you unmute and say?
Yeah. So I'm not getting any error when I run CMake double dot,
Huh.
but when I run CMake build,
Right.
then I'm getting an error.
Okay, fine. So now let's move on to CMake build, right? So Dhrubajyoti and so okay, so Shodam, what is your situation right now? Can you just say once more? Oh, okay, okay. CMake double dot doesn't work. Yeah, share screen, please. Please share screen. Yeah.
I want you to make, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, sir, can you please make Shodam co-host and then?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah. Okay. So let me see. Uh, okay. Can you just scroll up to where the first error? Scroll up. Okay. Okay. Unzipping protobuf, and then they get some error. Okay. So Hardik, if you're on Windows, this should also install on Windows. You can just try it on Windows. That's fine. But it doesn't. Are you sure? Okay, fine. Okay, sure. Hardik, we'll figure out your situation separately then. So it seems that protobuf. No. Shodam, you're already running. Huh. You're on WSL right now. Okay. Okay, just a sec then, right? I'll just check what the situation is on that end. Okay. So Hardik and Shodam, you're both on Windows. So I'll just check. Yeah, so that might be a little bit of an issue potentially, but we'll check. Okay. So there is an older version that will be available in Windows. We can try that. But everything should also work nonetheless in WSL. So WSL should be fine, I believe.
So what is
Okay.
that?
So WSL is a
Instead of what?
instead of running it on Windows, instead of the
Yeah, so
running the older version on Windows.
it may be slower, but I don't know. That could be.
Yeah, it will probably be somewhat slower, yes.
Mm.
But it will be faster than VM, definitely. And yeah, Harsh, I think that's a good idea, but like that doesn't solve the issue. Like you need like Docker images can only run on the same base OS, right? So they'll need to run the Docker image. Yeah.
No. Harsh was saying something that he could use Docker.
Yeah, but like so, for example, a Docker image. No. So that won't help. So okay, Python virtual environment is something that will just set up the Python interface that will actually not help you with the issue of running Manabo under Windows. And I think the same sort of situation goes with Docker. Docker will give you dependencies bundled, but that will only be applicable for Linux. So it will be a very easy way of installing under Linux. But I don't think that like a Docker image can run natively on Windows. I might be wrong. So Harsh, are you sure that a Docker image will run under Windows? But anyway, we can figure out that later on.
Okay.
And Madabu is not a pure. Yeah. So Hardik, yes. So basically, all of I see. Okay. So that is a. It's fine. So right now the issues with Hardik and Shodim is basically the fact that they're running under Windows. Um, so Shodim, since you already have WSL installed, let's try and see if we can get it running under WSL, right? Um, can you share screen? Yeah. So go into the tools folder, the tools folder under Madabu. So by the way, double dot goes into the previous folder. So yeah, so go into tools, do an ls. Yeah, so you have right. So can you do tar-x and then the name of this tar.gz file. So we do tar. So this is the command tar, tar. Yeah. And just fill in that file name. I didn't type the entire file name. Proto version buff dash cpp, that entire thing. Just fill the file, yeah. Right. Okay. So it seems that protobuf has not been properly downloaded. Okay. So can you okay, so just remove the protobuf. Yeah. Remove the directory and the tar files and try and download again. Remove both the protobuf directory and the protobuf tar file. And then try and download again. Okay. Meanwhile, Hardik, if this works, then I guess you can also use WSL. Otherwise, you can try VM. So, do you have a any working installed Linux? Okay, so Dhrubajyoti has installed ONNX, and oh, so you have a Kali VM. Okay, fine. We can use that. So why don't you go ahead and start download, like boot up the Kali VM and start downloading these things? That probably won't work. Just try the VM. But yeah, okay, sure, you could try if you want. Python VNG won't work. I think it's better to just try the VM directly, but it's up to you. Yeah, so the rest of the people right now, so Dhrubajyoti, you were downloading something. There was also someone else who was downloading something, right? Can you show? Yeah, please share screen. I can't see your screen anymore. Sorry. Can we try again? Right. So just go into the like you've installed ONX, right? Yeah, sure. So just then go into the original Manabu folder, reconfigure the build and start the build and see what happens. Yeah, I think yeah. I think you need to reconfigure the build because it will discover the installed domain NX and everything, right? And then you can just now do cmake --build. No, double dash build, not. Yeah, let this finish anyway. Space dot. I'll just type it in chat. cmake --build space dot. Yeah, so now, right. So now things are building. Yeah. And you can also, yeah, so you can share your screen and wait for this to complete. Yeah. So Ashutosh is fixed. Okay, cool. Good. So Ashutosh is good now. So by the way, when you say it's working, have you downloaded? So if you go to the Manabu's documentation and go to the Manabu core example, there will be a file, a Python like file, which replicates the CAF20 paper example, right? So can you just try and see if that is working? I'll just send a link to that file into the chat.
Who's left?
I think Hardik is left. Hardik, Dhrubajyoti, and Shauryan. Yeah. Yes. So Harsh, just test whether this file is working for Ashutosh. And in general, anybody who has already has the like installation complete, just download this file and test whether this is working. Do remember to set up your Python path before you do this. So you would want to do something like, so this is for everybody who is like who is complete. I'll
So what does that thing do?
so so that file is just a example file from their documentation, just to check that the installation is working.
Everything is okay. So I guess then Rohan and so you've run the test.
Yeah. Rohan
Yes.
and Ashutosh run the test.
Oh, okay. So for them it's working. Okay.
Okay, so they have already tested with the file. So Shaurim, you have recloned the repo to where? Why did you reclone? As in you redid the download is what you mean, right? So I didn't. Okay, so fine. Okay, so what I meant was not the entire repo. I meant this just the protobuf folders inside tools, and then run cmake double dot again. But it's okay if you've done that. It's fine. Just run cmake double dot now again and see what happens. And Dhruvanjali, what are you saying? I didn't understand. In build folder, create a build folder and run cmake double dot, just as you know, as before. No, I didn't tell you to download anything. You are just doing a build, right? Yeah, okay. So Dhruvanjali is doing a build, Shaurim is doing cmake double dot. And the other people, Ashutosh and Rohan, have already tested with this and it's working. Hardik, what's your situation? Cool. Yeah. Oh, okay. So your VM is okay. Sure. Okay. So Hardik, this might take some time on your end. Do you have so Harsh, if you could maybe help Hardik, because it seems like he's in a bit of a pickle. So he's having some issues with his VM. Alternatively, if WSL works, then that is also good enough, I think.
Where is he? The lab hostel. Okay.
No, yeah, but like we'll get it working now. It's fine. Don't. Yeah. So I don't know. I think Harsh is in the hostel only. Yeah, sure. Please share screen. Yeah. Okay. So what errors are these now? So these are just warnings, right? Just make sure these are warnings, right? Yeah. Don't worry. Just ignore every like warnings right now. By the way, like if you want to speed up the build, you can throw more cores at it. There is a like you can add a flag called -j and then specify the number of threads you want to build across. Something like this might make it faster for you if you have a um, if you have multiple CPU cores and all. So yeah, anyway, Dhruvajyothi's build is going normally, and you can Control C, run it with multiple workers. It will start from where it has from up till wherever it has done right now. Hardik, Harsh, you should try and go and help Hardik, and Hardik do go and like take help from Harsh. Don't just be like I'll try and no worries and all of that. Let's just get this done is what I'm saying. Okay. Shodium, you're running CMake double dot, right? No, so are you manually installing Boost, or is CMake double dot installing Boost for you? Okay. Okay, maybe you need to put double dash build dot and then dash genome workers. So the dot should come between the double dash build and then dash J. And by num workers, I mean, you know, the actual number of workers you want to put. So you've got like 4 cores, you put 4 here. Right. Okay. Sure. That is a good idea. So Harsh, you're right now helping Shodium, right? So Harsh is helping Shodium, and Hardik is trying to fix his VM. Okay. And Dhruvajyoti is running the build. So right now it is. Hardik, do you want any? So Nabeen, what's your situation?
Yeah, I'm getting.
I think you'll have to type in chat. If you're getting an error, can you just ask sir to make you co-host and share screen?
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so you're getting an error during the build. Did CMake double dot, like, did the configure step work for you? Did configure? Okay. Okay. Can you just scroll up a little bit?
So, Diganta.
Yeah.
So what you're going through right now is also needed for even running ReluPlex. correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so Marabou has to be installed. You know, yeah. So I'm
Yeah, it has to be installed. Yes.
so whether you use the abstract refinement code or not, their code, you still need this just to run.
Yes, even their code,
vanilla.
even their code depends on Marabou. Everything depends on Marabou. So
It's kind of a problem with any kind of research tool. So it's not still very much prototype. I don't know how extensively this thing is circulated.
I think it is fairly extensive because almost everybody uses uses it as it at least for comparisons purposes.
No. See, you have to make a distinction. So I'm sure Deep Poly and those kinds of tools are used by industry folks.
Right. I think it's not that well segregated by that
The research
standard.
community uses it. See, with the research community is willing to put up with all these kinds of issues because they can then set it up their thing. So I wonder if Reluplex is really used beyond.
So okay, so it seems so it seems that your Naveen, your PyBind 11 is the one that is creating the error. Okay, so if I so can you do something? Can you? So you're on Ubuntu, right?
So Ron, you're getting bored?
Oh,
No,
so
one has nothing to do. So I guess you two are getting
Drone,
bored.
can you find someone and help him if you? Yeah, so okay, Nabeen is also on WSL. Okay. So see, everybody. Yeah. Okay. So who else was on WSL actually? Shodium is on WSL, right? Nabeen, can you install PyBind 11 separately via apt? I'll just check what the package name is. Yeah, so the package is Python 3 PyBind 11. So can you just install it via apt? No, not okay. Maybe paper will also work. Try paper, I guess. I think it's 5.11.
Just,
not
I'm
just
curious, Deep Poly installation, no one has any issue. So that has already been tried or Deep
no, I don't
Poly,
think anybody has tried Deep Poly yet.
maybe you guys could be doing that. Okay.
Okay, so PyBind 11 has been successfully installed. Now go into the tools folder and delete the PyBind 11 files. So go into cd /tools and go there. Yeah, and delete all the PyBind 11 files. So delete specifically PyBind 11 folder and PyBind 11 230.tar.dz. Delete both of them. So the command for delete is rm. You want to do rm -r PyBind 11 2.3.0/ rm space. Okay, I'll just type. And again, I'm not typing in the entire name of the file. So the PyBind dot whatever the the name of the folder is, do this. and then you want to also do RM PyBind. For the file. So these are the two commands you want to run. Just press tab, it should autocomplete too. Yeah, press tab, it should autocomplete. Anyway, it's fine. Yeah. You don't need -r for this anymore. Okay, fine. You don't need any. That's it. That's it. Just do an ls. Yeah, okay, sure. So now go back into your build folder again, cd:/build. Okay, and do cmake double dot. It didn't find PyBind. Okay. It's downloading the same PyBind again. Okay. I don't think it will work, but try, I guess. This is has me completely confused as well. Yeah, I can see the screen. Oh, I have no, I don't have too much of clue as to what to do right now, to be honest. But maybe maybe can you just do fresh rebuild? So I'm saying do fresh rebuild doesn't. Okay, so delete everything from the build folder.
ছবি মাসি দিয়েছে আর ডুবিয়ে দিলে পাবি কি করে চামচটা দিয়ে তোল তাহলে এই চামচটা আমাদের সর রয়েছে দেখিয়ে দেখ আর একটা আছে
It's muted. Yeah, maybe I should call her and say because she's so probably waiting because I didn't put her. So I don't think we'll be able to.
Yeah, I don't have too much. I don't know. Okay, so Dhrubajyoti, that's very good news. Can you No. So if it says build successfully completed, that means it was successfully completed. So can you so you set up your Python path and then download this file that I sent and check if it's running properly. So just to be sure, setting a Python path means that you'll have to, you have to run that file with Python. It's a Python script, and you'll have to also export something like, if you go into their GitHub page, they have like a section on setting up the Python path, I believe. Wait, I'll just. Yeah, I'm just pasting it in the chat as well. So here, when they say path to Marabou folder, you have to export this, by the way. So you have to export and then, so this is the command you want to run. And when they say path to Marabou folder, it means the root directory of the repository you cloned, right? So it will be the directory containing a folder called Marabou Pi. Okay, so Dhruvajyoti, you try that. Right now, I guess. So Dhruvajyoti is done. Hardik is trying the steps in a VM. Nabeen is trying inside WSL, and Shauryam is also trying inside WSL. Shauryam, by the way, what is your situation? So you're installing Boost manually and then trying again, right? gzip wasn't installed. Okay. I see. That is a very interesting situation. Yeah. I didn't realize that gzip would not have been installed. Yeah. So you're running CMake double dot again, I'm assuming. Yeah, it's what WSL. So I have no idea. But I mean, if it is Ubuntu, it should have gzip, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, sure. Could be. Hardik, what is your situation? Which step are you on right now? Hardik, are you there? Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. So Hardik is saying it's downloading packages. Okay. Which packages are talking about? So is it like the protobuf and all of that? Protobuf, Pi.11, those things? So you're running CMake double dot. So that is step 2 right now, right? Okay, sure. So Shodium and running and Hardik running this. Okay.
Hey, Diganta,
Yeah.
minor interruption. Okay, so in case, since we are taking, this most of today, it seems like, okay, so I consider this as a tutorial session. Okay, so would, if I schedule the regular class on Friday, would it be okay? 5 o'clock. Huh?
So it's fine with me. Definitely, I have no issue on Friday 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
But the rest of you.
Did we have a regular class at 5 o'clock? Yeah. No. Earlier. What day is Monday? Is that okay with everyone?
Monday when?
Hmm? Yeah, that's what I'm suggesting. Monday, 5 o'clock. Yeah? Okay, so fine then. So let's continue. So maybe Diganta, so we
Yeah.
take this opportunity, since there are some people who have already successfully done that. Should we
Yeah.
go ahead and try Deepali? Or is that
I don't think so. I think we.
Deepali is not going to be an issue as much as Marabu, is it?
Yeah, and we don't even need deep poly immediately, right? So I mean, they can definitely try on their
I
own.
understand that. Yeah. So, but anyway, let them get started ahead is what I'm saying.
Sure. Hmm. So it seems that. Yeah.
Yes.
So no, I was just saying, looking at Nabin's screen, it seems that your build is going fairly successful. You can stop sharing now. Just share back if there is an error. And Dhruvajyoti, you have exported the path for the Python API, right? So now just run that script using Python that I sent a link for. So if you see I've sent you a link for a particular script, download that and see if it's running. Yeah, if it is downloading, if it's running properly, that means that you're done as well. So then the only person there'll only be two people who are not done, which is be Shauryam. Three people, I think. Shauryam, Hardik, and Nabin. You can't find Malabo Pi. Okay. Can you just show me what your Python path is? Just do an echo Python path. Show me what that is. Right. Just try that. Just do echo Python path before you. Oh, by the way, I think the Python path. Yeah. This is correct. This is fine. Malabo is running. You're also done. There is some error because this script is actually out of date with the Malabo version. Don't worry about that. We'll fix that later on. But Malabo is running. Yeah. You're done. Yes. Also, when you're setting up your Python path, I think you set it to Python path colon something. It will be dollar Python path colon something, right? So just change that in your ZSH end. I'll type it in, and then you'll be done. I think I might have also made that mistake when I was typing in the command. Okay, just make sure of that, and then you'll be done. You'll have to probably restart your session to get the effect, but that is fine. Don't worry, it'll be fine. It is probably fine now. Like if I put dollar Python path, it's probably fine now. And anyway, this is like system configuration, so like you can figure that out. So Drupal is fine. So right now it is Nabin, Shodiam, and Hardik are the only ones who are having issue. So Shodiam is fine. So Hardik, what is this situation? Hardik? Hello? Hardik, can you hear me? Yeah, so what's going on your end? CMake, maybe you'll have to install CMake. I'm not sure if CMake is there. Yeah, sure. You might have to install CMake on Kali. I'm not sure if CMake is there by default on Kali. Okay, sure. So then if you've installed it on Kali via the normal repository, then that should not be the case. Shodiam, what about you?
People who want to leave.
Okay, leave OpenBlast is installing for Shodiam. Okay, yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah, yeah. Cool, cool. Then Hardik, you figure out your CMake issue. I'd just say just reinstall CMake if you know. And Nabeen, what's the situation on your end? Okay, so you're probably fine. I think once the build is complete, you can do the checks, the same checks that Dhrubajyoti did. Dhrubajyoti, if possible, could you help Nabeen out with setting up the Python path once his build is done? All right, sure. Yeah, sure. So Dhrubajyoti, help Nabeen with setting up the Python path and get and test out whether that script is running. And remember that this will be probably WSL on Nabeen's end. So uh, make sure that you customize your configuration according to that. So Nabeen is probably done. Hardik. So yeah, Hardik, go ahead and share screen. I think let's try and debug what's happening on your end. So can you give Hardik co-host? Can you make Hardik co-host?
What do you say? Okay, I will.
Yeah, yeah. Ashutosh, I think I'll have to help Hardik right now. You can, if you're there in class, you can talk with Sir, or we can also have a discussion later on. If you're there physically, you can talk with Sir, is what I'm saying. So yeah, Hardik, start sharing your screen.
Yeah, we could. I even forgotten what question one is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you'll have to share
That's
screen
it.
anyway because
Not allowing.
that is interesting because Hardik is not co-host yet. I think you'll have to remove the
Oh,
co-host.
no. Whoever was the co-host, let me see. I don't know who the co-host was. If they could. Last time Nabeen was the one, I guess. Maybe I have to. Oh, but Nabeen is not even here.
Even Hardik left the meeting.
No, but it would have said, no? I don't think they're the co-host.
No, Hardik is not getting the idea. Like even if you
Hardik
sit,
says that he's on his way here. So maybe we can deal with Hardik when we meet him.
yeah, sure. Let's do that.
So I guess someone said that they had some question on question one.
Yeah, Ashutosh was that. If you're still there, you can unmute and ask.
So question one about the new assignment. Okay, let me see. So Hardik is here.
Okay, sure. See, Hardik, you'll have to share screen anyway because otherwise, how can I see your screen? Like even if you sit with someone, or are you saying that you'll take help from someone else who's already there in class? That can work too. Yes. Yeah, Ashutosh, and
Okay, what about question 1? I'm reading out.
Yeah, okay.
Simulate the network using TensorFlow on a set of input examples generated to that network. Huh?
Right. So Ashutosh is saying that his question is that the outputs are not satisfying the properties. So are you sure that you?
Wait a minute, Diganta.
Yeah.
Just time out. Okay. I mean, okay. We can deal with Hardik's installation issue when we meet with him. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's completely okay. And I can also sit with him separately and
Before,
figure that out. Yeah.
we are getting to the end of today's session.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just displaying question 1. What is your doubt? So you wrote that out on the chat.
Yeah, so he's saying that the doubt is that the outputs are not satisfying the properties. Are you sure that when you're generating the outputs, the inputs that you're using are satisfying the preconditions?
So wait a minute. Can you repeat that? I didn't get it. Yeah. Got it.
So he says, okay. So he says that he has basically generated some random inputs for which the properties are not satisfied, which should definitely not be the case.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, that could happen, huh?
No, I mean, these networks are safe with respect to those 10 properties. Can you tell me which network you tried? Can you do something?
Certain properties are have been tested only for certain networks, no? Or you did that filter?
So you're getting. See. So you made sure that when you're so did you do this test with Marabu, or did you just generate some random inputs to do this?
So your question is that you chose a particular network on that some particular property that you were checking by running on some random inputs was failing. And your question is? Okay, so let's see. So first check is that that particular property has been verified. You chose the right the network for which the property has been claimed to have been verified in the paper, number 1, okay? Number 2, then that property is, yeah, okay, so then I don't know. I mean, I have not looked at all the properties. That would be interesting. Did you verify the property as is, or did you tweak it and changed it somehow?
So just a question, Ashutosh, when you're saying you're getting a like a violation of the property, is it just a random? Is it just some? Okay, so you have the code over here.
Well, look, I don't know if the property, obviously, some of these properties have certain preconditions, okay? Now, whether those preconditions are inside the property itself that is being verified, or you have to ensure that your inputs have to this thing?
Hmm.
So you are generating the input such that those constraints are met. Huh? Yeah, I know. But that single input is, you're claiming that you generated in such a way that it satisfied this input constraints. And is that true? So can you double check that? This is the input, no? Oh, this one, the green one, the green. So 5,000, so that is there. The theta is minus 0.3. Yeah, that is in there. Then 125, 75. So that is there. This is 125. Math.pi, what is that? Minus, yeah, less than or equal to minus pi to less than or equal to pi.
So why does it say clear of conflict in the output, by the way?
So how should I read this output? So, oh, this is in the order. So the minimal thing is here, 449, which is the first one is actually COC, correct? So here the expected output is weak right, is it? Strong left. I see.
So N33 is one where the previous adversary was the one given in the property, right?
You try any other properties? That's also failing on some occasions. So are we using the right, this needs to be troubleshooted. So I guess, no, but you had run some of those properties, hadn't you?
Yeah, and there it is, these are safe properties. It should not give a counterexample. The only way is that we are giving the network is wrong.
Yeah, I mean, is the network, are there different versions of the network that sometimes somehow that is being
I think I gave the versions which I run only, so I don't think that is the issue. But you are selecting N33, right? So can you just show me where?
Means?
Can you just see where you're loading the network? Can you show the network loading code?
I don't know. I mean, So like normalizing the input and so on. I think this needs to be looked at. So in the worst case, we could, I don't know, I mean, this has to be.
I'll look into this. So just send me this code if you can, and I'll look into this.
So this kind of a thing has happened on for other things as well, huh?
If you have other examples, other properties using other networks, send that as well, please.
By the way, Diganta,
Yeah.
are any of the authors, I mean, they have their email now, so are there,
Yeah, we can
Huh?
definitely contact them. Yes, but I'll just check it
they're all
once
very
before.
active researchers, so they'll be more than happy to contact. Is Clark Barrett one of them? He may not be the thing. Guy Katz might be.
Yeah, but he is the second person on the Reluplex paper. But I think the person who is like, I think Guy Katz is the first author, then there is Clarkberg, then Devil Dill, and so on.
Well, I mean, we should first, you know, look into it a little bit to see if we're making some gratuitous error. Okay.
Yeah.
The version of the network or the kind of thing. Are there any assumptions about the way that the property has to be invoked? So because this is a good test, because you know we'll have to make sure this is good. This is good work. I mean, otherwise the starting point itself will be
completely wrong. Yeah.
Problematic. And all the other work that we do as part of this thing will be questionable. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have to make sure of that. And yeah, so let's put some thought into it. Huh?
Yeah. I'll take a good look at what's happening here.
Yes.
Also,
or there also this thing. See, I don't know if there are versions of Reluplex that those networks have to be run under. I mean,
no, but he has not even run Reluplex. He's just getting a violation of the property, right? So I don't think it's.
Oh, this is no. Wait a minute. This is being run under Reluplex, no?
No. He just. I don't think he got that particular counterexample from Reluplex. He's just found a counterexample somehow.
Let me try to understand. So you generated an input, and you just simulated it to get an output, and then you hand checked if that particular property was holding or not. Therefore, there then comes this question. So that's where you know you're simulating it on the input. I mean, on your network where all kinds of rounding, etc., might be happening. Huh? Right, Diganta?
Yeah, but I don't know if that is.
Yeah, can you check if there is a 6 o'clock one? If so, then I'm okay. Huh? Thank you. Yeah, this is not like running Reluplex. What first thing you should do, Diganta, is see if this property, you know, rerun. I know, although you have run it sometime back.
Yeah, definitely. I'll rerun. Yeah.
Run it. So if it is still passing on the same network in Reluplex on that property, But
Hmm.
this particular instantiation of a particular example which seems to fit that thing it is failing, then there is something to be said about, there could be some question about what it means. You know, either TensorFlow is simulating it wrongly.
Hmm.
Huh? No.
No, I will run Reluplex on it. Yeah.
Okay. So what you've not done is you're not done verified. You're just hand checking it, hand checking the property. Huh? Yeah. So then you have to carefully look at what does. I mean, if there are any knobs in TensorFlow during simulation. Yes, the simulation. See, TensorFlow is TensorFlow a tool meant to kind of routinely use and accurately simulate on network?
Yeah. So I don't know. It's also very unlikely that TensorFlow will have some issue which causes this to happening.
Yeah. Well, before we shoot off a mail, we need to kind of look at it. What does it mean to simulate using TensorFlow?
Hmm.
What I would do is, hey, since you're now Reluplex is working on you, two things you could do. One is, of course, verify that property itself, okay, for that M33 network. Check if it is. You can also use Reluplex to verify that particular, the property instantiated on that particular input also. Okay, you just say, oh, my input is this, then check it. You constrain your input. Okay? Exactly those. Normally, when you verify using Reluplex, you specify constraints. You either verify all possible inputs or all possible inputs that satisfy those input constraints. Now you further constrain it by by saying, oh, my input is equal to this, whatever that you have simulated. And then check if that property, okay, the output indeed satisfies the property. In Reluplex. That's also like a property verification. Yeah. So what you do is you can encode that now. So you have the result of network itself as a formula. There'll be an input formula which will constrain it to your, and you will check that property on whatever the output is.
Okay. So I think I figured out what the issue is.
What is it?
So it's actually kind of silly, but what they have done is in these versions of the network, they have applied some scalings to the input and output values. So if you go into the VNNlib benchmarks, you will find these .vnn files. So you've downloaded the ONNX files from the link on
Guys,
Moodle.
maybe you should pay attention to this. Okay, no. Let them work on it. That's probably more priority for them. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, explain.
Yeah, I'll make a announcement. Like I'll send out a mail regarding this, so that you can have a difference.
But I'm curious. What explain it?
Yeah. So what's happening is, in these versions of the networks, they have scaled the inputs before passing them to the network. Okay.
I see.
And they have also a corresponding versions of the properties where the bounds of the input values are correspondingly scaled. These definitions of the properties are available in the VNNlib folder in the shared URL that I've sent. So
So what does that mean? That
means that the precondition, for example, when you're saying that okay, for the zeroth input is between 2000 and 7000, because the input scaled, actually the zeroth input should be between minus 0.2 and minus 0.29. So the preconditions are completely being encoded wrong.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's exactly what you said, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what you were saying, yeah. This should be announced to the class. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah, good feedback. Yeah. Is this the only kind of quirk on the input that we should be aware of, or there any other?
I think this is the only one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should try. So which means when you simulate it using TensorFlow, you have to use that scaling factor as well.
Yes.
I mean, you have to scale the input before you feed it into it.
Yes.
Yeah. Output too?
No, the output is anyway going to be competitive. So the output, like the minimal, is going to always be the minimal anyway. So there it doesn't really matter. Yeah, but I'll give out the scaling factors.
So Hardik, what do you want to do? Do you prefer now? I mean, do you want to, or
so can just a second before the Shodium, everything is working on your end, right?
1 moment.
Okay, yeah. You had sent a message. Sorry. Yeah.
No, I was asking Hardik, and of course you too, if you want to have the meeting at 9 and we're as one of the times that you planned it, if you want to. I have time till 6 o'clock because I'm taking the 6 o'clock shuttle.
Either way works with me, whatever is fine with you.
No, I prefer that you can do it right now.
Sure, that works.
Right now you're trying to solve this issue. Okay, then we'll do it at 9. Okay. Okay, so well, Diganta, Hardik is saying that he will work on some more, he'll spend some more time in trying to get this implementation issue fixed. Okay?
Even the installation of Madhabu.
Right now, installation. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And he's suggesting he has to prepare for something, and therefore he's asking if it would be okay to do our meeting at 9 o'clock tomorrow.
Tomorrow night? Yeah, sure. That works.
Are you okay? Tomorrow is Friday.
Yeah. Tomorrow 9 o'clock is fine with me.
Okay, Hardik, it's okay. 9 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, with the understanding that we'll meet at 9 o'clock at 5, Monday at 5 o'clock, I'm sorry. Monday at 5 o'clock, I guess, I don't know. I mean, do I have to stick around here? I guess if you guys are still continuing on Zoom, then on this session, I'll have to stick around.
No, I think the only person right now who is having installation issue is Hardik. Right?
Oh, I see. For everybody else, it's fixed. Okay. So then can I say that the class is adjourned?
Yeah, I think that's okay. I'll call Hardik separately and figure out the issue with him.
Okay, so then I'll hang around. I have, So when do you guys, okay, so this warm-up exercise, we wanted to have it due by when? It's already due, I guess, huh? Today. When do you think you could give it? Say Wednesday? Hmm. 8th. Tuesday. So let's do it then. Okay, the first part to be due Tuesday. Okay, the second part Thursday. Next Monday. Okay. Yeah, but then what we'll have to do is then you'll have to start planning. Okay, because we have only what, 3 weeks, maybe, you know, like 3 weeks to finish up the other things. So, and I think maybe we'll have to start at least discussing what is involved in the so on my part, what we will do between Diganta and me is try to put a little bit more, maybe some subtask or something like that. I mean,
Yeah.
you'll have to see, you have to kind of read at least, now that you have put the team, discuss, you know, with your teammate, what does it mean to do that? Okay, to you know, those tasks at the level that we have described and what we have discussed, and make some list of questions and so on. And then in every class, maybe 10 or 10 minutes, 15 minutes we'll spend on that. And you know, we'll also think about it. So which means that Monday, at least start thinking about what your you know, about your tasks. Yeah? Yeah. Is that good? I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
that you have any other things, because we'll have to proactively, everyone I'm saying, you know, you on your part of what understanding what the tasks are and trying to solve it, and then, you know, you get questions, and from our part, you know, thinking about it and see proactively see if there are any can anticipate some issues. Okay, that part we'll do, because the task I can't say that they're completely defined and then detailed to the last okay. That is. I can right away see. So I guess on our part, Diganta,
Yeah.
I will have to define what permutation invariance is. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
And kind of formally, and then probably tell them what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they can start thinking about its relevance and how the permutation invariance can be instantiated to one of those things. I mean, right? Hmm?
Yeah. 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 And I think it will have to go with a slightly more general definition of that for modern, like for the
Yeah, I think
ECAS.
in terms of the two new properties, we have already asked them to do certain tweaking of existing properties, and then just check you know, how they fail and so on. So which you will be doing. Okay, the true kind of making up new properties is one is this invariant properties. I've talked about robustness properties, okay, which have already been verified for the network. They haven't been described. I don't know if they've been described. Okay, a description of it is available. So what I'm suggesting is, based on what we have discussed, which is kind of discussed in the paper as well, at the same level as what I discussed in the class, which means that not all the details are there. So you will have to figure out, take one property and then see, formulate what robustness for that thing, you know, a robustness version of that property and then check it for the network. So those are two things for variation. Now, but those things are fairly not going to be that difficult, because we'll give you the formulation of what permutation invariance is. The question is, what does it mean to verify this using LINSIM? That will have to be probably thought through and then explained to them. Huh?
And I'll do that. So I'll
you guys think about, based on what Diganta just discussed, in one of the earlier class. You did discuss, isn't it, Diganta?
Yeah. I did. I have discussed.
And therefore, what does it mean to actually implement or make a, flow chart, like a, methodology for doing that using this deep poly and LINSIM? So, but before that, they'll have to do this exercise of deep poly and LINSIM. Huh? There is a warm-up exercise for deep poly, maybe not for LINSIM.
Yeah, I think there's a warm-up exercise for the split and merge and for reluplex. So they'll have to do those, and I'll say I'll flesh out the flowchart much more so that we have detailed steps.
Now that you think about it, so that is something that we have to think about. Okay, so on our part, Diganta, we separately have to see what does it mean, to do this, what you were proposing, or ask them to do. Let's see what the technical issues are.
Yeah. I think I'll make like a detailed document as to what all steps need to be performed.
Yeah, we can. We have to just make sure how challenging that thing might be. Okay?
Right.
Then we can modulate the that task. Okay, for them. Okay. Yeah, because they will certainly be doing this variance of the properties, which they will verify, either using reluplex or the implementation of the abstraction refinement thing that they have. Okay. And then the other task, that is a major part of the project, is to implement a verification methodology of abstraction refinement based on your LINSIM method that you proposed, correct? The
right.
Method. So now, while they're working on the first part, maybe we can quickly see what the technical challenges might be, because this is something that we're doing it for the first time. Okay, we have not done this before, so we can do our part and then see if there are any showstoppers. Okay.
Yeah.
Technical thing. Okay, so in that case, next week, okay, what did we discuss? One is on Tuesday, and the one, what is the first part of the warm-up exercise due on Tuesday, and I will make up a thing so that the other people will also do it. The other part you said was next Monday, right? Okay. Yeah, but what you will do is you will think about this, and we'll make a formal formulation of what permutation invariance is, and you will try and see, since one of the tasks will be to formulate this robustness property, you'll think about that. Okay, and any questions you might have about the other task of using LINSIM and deep poly, decomposing the verification task. Yeah. Okay, so I think I have so Hardik, do I need to be here? I can end this session, huh? So independently you can go ahead. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Hardik, let's if you want my help, let's sit and talk, or you can also take help from Harsh because he's there in campus and he'll be able
Harsh
to
is
help.
there,
Harsh.
huh? So you can, yeah. So in any case, I will